Welcome to Ted's Baseball Vlogs. I'm going to talk about a few things today. Let's talk about the Tampa Bay situation, the Rays situation. Yes, they are going to be playing in George Steinbrenner Field, at least next year, and I'm not sure if Tropicana has had its last season in 24, or if they're even going to go forward with using the $56 million to renovate the stadium and put the new roof on it, or if they're done completely with it. They're supposed to vote on the new stadium today for bonds for the new stadium, and the problem is that, one, you have two new council members that are probably going to say no, compared to that were replaced by two council members that were yes on it. So two new council members are against using public funds. Also, there's a lot of situations going on with the hurricane damage that they're probably thinking, well, our priorities have shifted to repairing the damage of Pinellas County. So they got that to consider, and also, you know, the $56 million that they're going to use to repair the Tropicana Field. That was money that was actually going to go to the new stadium. I'm not sure if they're going to vote no on it now, because they were supposed to vote on it before the election, but since the Hurricane Milton happened, they were delayed until after the election, which really changes the situation. Now they have two different council members who think differently. Yeah, they may be relocating, maybe to Nashville, which is pretty sad. You have two teams in the same situation, try to relocate, have to play their games in minor league or spring training facilities at the same time, probably for 3 years. Doesn't really look good for Major League Baseball, that's for sure. I did see a video by Tampa J, and he was very sad because he was so emotional with he went to the stadium for the first time since it was destroyed by the hurricane. Did some video footage of it, talked about his stories of going to the games, and that stadium, I know it sucked, but at least Dodgers and Yankees fans had somewhere to go when their teams were playing in town. Those stadiums would definitely fill up, sell out when the Dodgers and Yankees were in town. But now, since there's no more team, there may not be a team in Tampa in the next 3 years. So where are they going to go watch baseball? At least you were able to watch baseball in Tampa Bay, even though the stadium sucked. So Pinellas County is not very happy with the Rays' decision to go to George Steinbrenner Field, which is outside of Pinellas County. But they were weighing the situation of the seating arrangements. There's 11,000 there. They also had Dunedin and Clearwater, which were both in Pinellas County, which the stadiums held less fans. So, and their standards were less than the George Steinbrenner Field. So they went with George Steinbrenner Field. It's also in Tampa, where they should have been, because it's so hard to get to St. Petersburg. And the owner of the Tampa Bay Rays is probably really wanting to relocate somewhere other than St. Petersburg, because it's probably going to end up being a failed situation with the new stadium. It's so hard to get there because you got to cross that bridge on that crazy freeway with all the traffic. I mean, if they were to build the stadium in Tampa, it'd probably be a whole nother story. With the Oakland A's and Tampa Bay Rays, both teams playing at minor league spring training facilities with way less capacity than a regular Major League stadium. Both two teams at one time in history playing at minor league stadiums, spring training facilities. Doesn't look good for Major League, and both teams are relocating. So expansion is probably going to be more far in the future than they originally thought it was going to be. They got to relocate these teams, and then I guess they're going to have to think about expansion. It's probably like a decade or two, maybe more than a decade. It's probably going to be in the 2030s when they consider expansion. So I guess we'll see what happens with the Tampa Bay Rays. Also, you have Juan Soto that's going to be meeting with several teams, including the Yankees, the Mets, Blue Jays, Red Sox. They're supposed to meet with the Dodgers today. It's probably going to be an all-out bidding war. I know he's one of the best players in baseball. Great plate discipline. He gets on base a lot. He's trying to get close as he can to 700 million. It's just crazy money, man. It's crazy money. Making 700 million in 10 years. Everybody else making fraction of that. Yeah, somebody said he was going to meet with the Dodgers today, and my thoughts about that is I think the Dodgers should stick with Teoscar Hernandez and sign a few other players, several players that they could get for the price of Juan Soto, to have a well-rounded team. He's gonna ask for a lot of money, that's for sure, and just putting all your money into one player is not that great. It takes more than one player to win a game and get to the playoffs, win a World Series. It takes a well-balanced team. I mean, you could do that in basketball with like LeBron James. You could have one good player like Michael Jordan in basketball and go all the way. But in baseball, it's a whole nother story, whole different animal. You gotta have a well-rounded team. You have to have good hitting, fielding, pitching. In basketball, you have one player that scores most of the points, 80% of the points. Also, on another story, the Astros ballpark called Minute Maid Ballpark is actually going to change its name to Daikin Park starting into the 2025 season. It's from 2025 to 2039. It's going to be called Daikin Park, and they do have a train that goes along the left field wall. That the actual coal is painted oranges, look like oranges. I think they used to be painted as baseballs when it was like named Enron Field. It was named Enron Field when it opened for probably the 2000 and 2001 seasons, and then probably changed its name to Minute Maid Park shortly after the Enron scandal in 2002. Yeah, they're gonna probably change them back to baseballs. We'll find out what they do. People went making jokes about putting AC units in there, and this ballpark better have good AC. They're gonna name it. It was called the Juice Box. Now they're probably gonna call it the Ice Box because of it's actually Daikin Field. Daikin is actually a Japanese air conditioning company. Anyways, I will definitely be here making more videos about what's going to happen during this off season in baseball. I'm looking forward to the 2025 season. It can't get here fast enough. Opening day, I'll be going to Dodger Stadium. Opening day, I got a 20 game season ticket package where I can get into early batting practice. So looking forward to that. And I'll probably go to Tampa and go to George Steinbrenner Field for a few games. It'll probably be it'll probably be one that's like during the week, and it's like a small market team, so I can at least get in the stadium. They say the ticket prices are supposed to go down because it's not a major league stadium, but fewer seats means it's going to be higher ticket prices. I know that's with the situation with the A's in Sacramento for now. So anyways, I want to thank you for watching. Please like this video, share this video, and subscribe so you see future videos. And while you're waiting for the next video, feel free to watch the videos that show up at the end of this video. And also, feel free to browse around my channel. Anyways, have a great day, and thank you very much.